guys, how is everybody this evening? So this week I got a package in the mail with some new items, and I thought we would talk about those items. Now I will tell you, none of these items are new to this catalog, but some of the prints are, and I'm very excited about them. So don't forget, before we talk about all of this, that the tote sale is still going on. There's a lot of great small utility totes as well as a few other items in there, but you're going to want to jump in and grab those items sooner rather than later, because while the sale technically goes till the end of May, there are while supplies last, and we've already had multiple items go out of stock. So keep that in mind. They're 50% off, which is a great deal. The small utility tote here, I'll show it to you. See that? Pocket up front. These are one of the items that is in there that is so great. I love the small utility tote. I use it for a lot of things. So something to keep in mind. Now, as far as the items I wanted to show you tonight, first of all is the tiny utility tote. And first I want to show you this cute little gnome print. Isn't that adorable? I love this print. But this is the tiny utility tote. It is available in 7 prints, and the gnomes are one of them. This is our patriotic gnome. They're $24, and they're kind of a mini version of our large utility tote. In fact, they're a shrunken version. The way I put it to some of my customers is they're kind of like the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids of utility totes, because it literally is, they took the large utility tote and kind of shrunk it down. It's got the reinforced handles that go all the way to the bottom and the grommets. It is wipeable on the inside, but because of its size, it fits into small places. So it's great to hold like as a diaper caddy or whatever on a changing table. It works great in the middle of a back seat for holding kids items, or even just car items that you have, like first aid kits and maybe tissues, things like that. Just stuff you keep in your car, right? Works great for that. It would work really well. Like I said, for a baby, you could do it for a baby gift if you know someone who's having a new little one. It would work great for a graduate, for office supplies. You could even put an inexpensive plastic cups or bowls or whatever in here for them to hold the different items that they need on their desk. It also would work great for hanging off a loft bed, whether it's at college or otherwise, and they can keep their items that they need to keep beside their bed, because so many college kids usually loft their bed. They can hold the items right there beside their bed but not be in the way. So lots and lots of uses for this, but I'm mentioning those specifically because, you know, it is the second largest gifting season of the year, and so it works well for things like babies and graduates and things like that. Also, again, it's available in 7 different prints. Well, this is one of them. There's others too, and it would work great for maybe a toolkit or something for dad too. So don't want to leave them out. Now, I said the large utility tote, that the tiny utility tote is the shrunken version of this, and you can see from looking at this, it really is. But this is our other patriotic print. You can see it's got the shiny silver stars, I love those, on this beautiful blue tie-dye background, and then these red and white straps that again go all the way to the bottom with the grommets. Wipeable, wipeable, wipeable. The other thing that I love about these is they are collapsible, so they work great, say, keeping one in your car for when you're running errands, and then you can put items in it and just make one trip into the house instead of multiples, whether it's grocery shopping or clothes shopping or any other errands you have to run. It works great for that. I am known to keep one in my car at all times for everything from groceries to taking packages to the post office, to all kinds of things. So these work well for a lot of things. They work great in closets for holding clothes or towels or things like that to keep them tidy and from falling off the shelves. They work great for travel. You can get a tote to put them on top, and then they're stackable. So if you're going car travel, I probably wouldn't do it on a plane, but for car travel, you put your clothes and other items in, put a tote, and then you can stack them in the back of the car, which makes the back of the car more organized and easier to fit more items in when you're traveling. So something to keep in mind. Again, this patriotic print is one of the ones that's available, but there's a total of 13 including this. So many options in this large utility tote, and it's $38. The next one is the stand tall bin. Now I had to move back because it is tall. I am not, but it is. But it obviously looks like a hamper, and it works very well as a hamper. I will tell you, my oldest took this, not this particular one, but a stand tall bin away to college. She graduated this spring. She used it for 4 years, carrying it to the laundry room and all, and it still looks great. She can still use it well. It is personalizable, so that's always nice. The 2 handles here make it great for things like that, or for any other use where you want to be able to transport it, because these will, you know, just pick them up by the handles and take it to where you need to take it. There are little rods that fit in. It comes with these 4 rods that fit in these pockets that Velcro. You see that there? And you just push them down in and then put the Velcro over it so it's covered. That's what makes it stand up straight, but you can also take those out and collapse it for like when my daughter moved back and forth, or things like that, whenever you, any kind of storage. But along with using it for laundry, and again, personalizable, so great for a grad gift, it's also wipeable, so it's good for things like blankets, stuffed animals, things like that. But also, think about using it in your backyard. If you have a pool, it's great for pool noodles because the height means that they don't just tip over. They'll stay down in there. Or you could just put backyard toys like squirt guns and things like that, because again, because it's wipeable, you can wipe any moisture out and that sort of thing. Works real well for that. And again, this is stand tall bin. It does come in this beautiful gray pattern and in a similar print in like a blue. That as well as 2 other prints, and it's $48. Next one is one of my items that I've shown you over and over, but I got a new one and it's personalized, and so thought I'd show it to you and give you some more ideas for it. This is the double duty caddy. You can see how I personalized it there. One of these days I'll figure out how to turn that camera around, right? But it's got the 2 large pockets, a very sturdy handle, and 2 net pockets on each side. I use one of these all the time because during the summer months especially, because we like to eat out on our deck, and put paper plates here, napkins here, and then utensils on either side. But it can be used for art supplies, toys, anything that your kids are using. It's perfect because of the handle. It can be kind of carried around. Works great for art supplies. If you do things like adult coloring books, knitting, crocheting, any of those items, works great for that because again, it's portable. With the handle, it makes it more portable, makes it easy for carrying things around. Now, this is not wipeable. So that's something to keep in mind. If it's something like paint, I don't usually put things like paint in there. But it is, I mean, the bottom is wipeable. I should say that. The bottom is wipeable, but the inside is not. So I don't know that I would put paint in it, although, you know, if you don't care if it's got a little bit of decorative streaks on the inside, you could certainly do that. But it works great for those kind of items. It certainly kind of screams art to me. Again, this is the double duty caddy. This gray print, just like the stand tall bin, is one of the prints that it's available, as well as 3 others. So 4 prints to choose from total, and it's $26. And the final one I want to show you tonight, double duty caddy went for a tumble, is the canvas storage caddy. Now I've shown this before because again, this is one of our new items that I can see so many uses for. You can see I personalized it. It's actually it's kind of hard to tell in this lighting, but it's actually in this dark brown that matches this here. It is canvas, that's why it's called this canvas storage caddy, and only available in this color. And while it's not wipeable, because it is canvas, you can wash it. But what you would want to do is throw it in the washing machine on gentle cycle and then lay it out or hang it to dry. But it's got a nice deep inside. It would make a great diaper caddy. It's got pockets on either side. On the longer sides, it's got 2 on this side and 1 long one here. So all kinds of storage. It obviously screams art. But again, it can be used for a diaper caddy. It'd be great for toys, any kind of toys. Another thing I suggest is when my kids were little, I worked from home then too. And when I needed to make a phone call, they each had a box. Now it would probably be one of these. That was theirs, that were toys that they didn't have. I rotated them periodically so they forgot they had the items, but that they hadn't played with in a while. And so they were excited to play with so that I could make a phone call. it usually gave me a couple of extra minutes of sanity. So something to keep in mind. But again, this could also be used for knitting or crocheting or anything like that. So many uses. If you do planning, like with planner pages and meal planning and things like that, you could put a planner in here. Let me show you. A folder will fit very nicely in here, multiple folders actually, but you can see it's the width fits a folder very nicely. So you could do any kind of planning if you're a teacher or office work, whatever. It would work great for a lot of different things. But again, this is the Canvas Storage Caddy, and it's $42. Now, again, one thing I want to remind you is if you want something like this that's $42 or the Stand Tall bin that's $48, don't forget, anytime you spend $50, you get any item in the catalog for 50% off. So that means you could get several different gifts. So say you use these totes that are on sale right now. Say you buy $50 worth of the totes that are on sale. While you can't get an additional 50% off those totes, you can purchase those items up to $50 or more, and then get another item, say this one or the Stand Tall bin, that are more expensive for 50% off. So keep that in mind. Anytime you spend $50, you can get any item in the catalog at 50% off. So it's a great way to get multiple items, especially during a time like this when you're buying multiple gifts, things like that, and do some really nice gifting. Have reusable packaging for gifts, that sort of thing. So if I can help you find the right solution for a gift or organization challenge that you're having right now, please do reach out. I would love to help you find the perfect item for you. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.